I've got a perfect summer dessert for you. It's a Twinkie cupcake filled with homemade strawberry compote and homemade whipped cream. Let me show you how to make this one. Hi guys, it's Miss Bakes a Lot. These are so good, you guys, and they truly do taste like Twinkies. My kids have come in more than once and said, why does it smell like Twinkies in here? Guys, this is a great summer dessert because it's delicious and it's light. We all want something a little bit lighter for summer, right? So let's get started on these, you guys. I'm remembering again, preheat your oven at 350. I'm getting better. This starts out with 1 box of yellow cake mix. Also, this is from a website called inthekidskitchen.com. The actual recipe calls to fill these with a marshmallow cream, which is what Twinkies are filled with, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit and just use the Twinkie recipe today and fill it with strawberry and top it with whipped cream. So you're going to start with 1 yellow box cake mix. 4 eggs, 3/4 a cup of water. Everything I have is room temperature. 3/4 of a cup of oil. 1 5.1 box of instant vanilla Jello pudding mix. And this is what makes them taste like Twinkies. All right, we are just going to give that a mix until it's combined. I give my bowl a scrape about halfway through just to make sure everything's off the bottom and sides. That's literally it, you guys. That could not be easier, right? So I'm going to use my 1/4 cup. This is an ice cream scoop, but I do know it's a 1/4 a cup. So I'm going to start with that and see what these look like. Don't want to overfill them. See, I think that's too much. So I'm going to use my 3 tablespoon one instead. I always overfill everything and then I totally regret it because they overflow on me and start, coming up above the sides. That might even be too much because you're not supposed to fill them more than half full. This might be okay. Apparently I wrote myself a note and it says not even half full. So we're going to do a little less in these. Okay, I wrote myself a note that said there should be 24, but I only have 22 here. So I filled them this full and I'm going to roll the dice and see what we get. It says bake about 16 minutes. So I'm going to start checking them about 15 because you never know. I'll let you guys know how mine do. Okay, so here they are out of the oven, guys. And maybe one day I will learn to listen to myself, but it's probably not likely. So I did overfill them as usual. I don't know if you guys can see that they are overfilled, but luckily they didn't run all over the place. They're just big, which, not necessarily a bad thing. But see this one in the corner here? That one? That's the ideal size, probably. That one or that one. So, I mean, it's okay. So yeah, I definitely could have got 24. Mine actually went 15 minutes. So I'll come back when they're cool. We'll fill them and we'll frost them with our, did I already tell you guys I made a stabilized whipped cream video already and that's what we're going to top them with? Well, we are if I didn't. Okay, cupcakes are cool. Ideally, this is probably what they should look like versus if you overfill them like I did and they look kind of wonky. But anyways, we're not going to worry about it. I have my cupcake core. I showed you guys this in my Hostess cupcake video. So you just shove it in, you give it a twist, you pull it out. You got a nice little hole there to put your stuff in. And you just pop this out, right? And I save these, you guys. Some people just, they put the filling in and then they frost the top of it. I don't like how that looks. I like to put my top back in. So what I actually do is I will cut this little piece off and I will just pop this top back in. So this is just extra to eat. And if you don't have a cupcake core, you should try to kind of go around with a knife. Just try to dig it out a little bit, but then it's harder to put that back in there. And then another thing I will do, you guys, I have this thing and I can't remember what it's for. What I use it for is after I do my hole in my cupcakes, I'll put this in there to smash it down a little bit just so I have more room for more filling, because more filling. Okay, so I had them all cored. This is strawberry compote. I made a video for it, you guys. Go watch it. This stuff I could eat by the bucket full. Now, is there anything better than Twinkies, strawberries, and homemade whipped cream? I don't think so, especially in the summertime. So, we're going to fill these. I put mine in a piping bag. You can spoon it in if you want to. I just like to pipe mine in because it's a little bit easier. Then we are just going to put our tops back on. Okay, and then I put my stabilized whipped cream in a piping bag. I made a video for this separate because we don't only need stabilized whipped cream for this. We could use it for many, many things. So we're just going to pipe some whipped cream onto here. And like I said in my video, this stabilized whipped cream, it will stay like this for like 6 or 8 hours, and in the fridge 2 or 3 days. So it is very stabilized, you guys. You don't have to worry about it falling. Okay, you guys, there they are. So cute. Little Twinkies filled with strawberries and stabilized homemade whipped cream. Such a fun summer treat. So give these ones a try, guys. Let me know if you make them. I hope you love them. And again, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.